All right, so I got another folding electric scooter here on the channel. This is from a new company. I haven't worked with them before. They're called NAVEE, and this is the V25 Pro. I think they've got 3 or 4 models currently selling on Amazon and also on their website. So check the links down below. But as you can see here from the stickers, Europe's best e-scooter comes to America. It's UL 2272 certified, which means the probably the chargers and the batteries are certified, so less of a fire hazard. And then this one here comes with a special holiday bonus for the lock. But quickly, here are the specs here. Not going to read everything off, but just some of the highlights here. 19 miles per hour max speed. I think the range is like 15.5 miles, max 25 kilometers. And as you can see, it's got 10-inch pneumatic tires. It says 600 watts of power, but I'm pretty sure it's a 600 watts max. I think it's a 300 watt rear hub motor, and I think this is a 36 volt system. Go ahead and take it out of the box here. Pretty sure that it's fully assembled, so probably isn't going to be much of an assembly video, and then we'll start talking about other specs and then take it for a ride. All right, so as expected, it was fully assembled in the box. I just had to twist the handlebar. I'll show you that here in a second, but took all the stuff out and just had a bunch of foam and stuff on top of the car, and took off the plastic. Didn't take this little paper off. I'll show you that in a second. Got a little manual in that plastic bag, and they got the charger, and this one is 41 volts and 1.3 amps, and this included that free combination lock. A little more information here on this little cardboard that's on the deck here. So it has the max speed, there's a 4-inch display, 10-inch pneumatic tires. Apparently there's a smartphone app, and this is IPX5 waterproof. Probably just means that good for some splashes, maybe a little bit of rain. Not going to be able to submerge it, go diving with it or anything like that. And you have an automatic sensor-controlled headlight. So the motor here is in front. It has a ABS electronic brake for the front, and then in the rear we have a drum brake controlled by this brake lever here. This is a handlebar, rubber grip, got your 4-inch display here. Take off that plastic, and then you got your bell, throttle here, and power on and off. Here's a look at the headlight in the front and the reflector. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Long press the button. Got your display there, miles per hour, and battery bar. I think it goes to like 5. Here's a look at the rear tail light, and you can see it turns on, brake activated. So this handlebar does twist up. I guess you can use it when you fold it. There's a lever here, you pull this, and then this kind of pops out. So you can see when the lever's down, there's no gap there. The lever goes up, it pops out, and then you can rotate the handlebar like so. And so when you fold it down and you lock it into the back of the fender here, there's a little hook there. This will take up less space. It'll make basically you fold it pretty much flat. Whereas a lot of scooters will have it, when you fold down, the handlebars kind of get in the way. And this is kind of a unique feature. I haven't seen this one in any of the scooters yet. This is the first one I've seen where you can rotate it and then make the scooter completely flat. And here's what it looks like completely folded up with the handlebar rotated, and you have to rotate it so you can hook it onto that little hook there for the bell, and then you can, just carry it by the handlebar in the middle there, or sort of the stem, and yeah, that's what it looks like. Nice and compact. All right, so I took off that cardboard with the extra specs. Here's what the deck looks like. It's some kind of rubber. It's got these kind of grooves, line grooves on here. Should be fine. I think it's about 6.3 inches wide, pretty standard. Cover here for the charge port, and that's what it looks like. Yeah, so it looks pretty good. Go ahead and I'll take it for a ride and talk about it as I ride around. All right, so there's only 2 speed levels on this scooter, and we have to push it to use the throttle. So push off, hit throttle, and here we go. So level 1, 12 miles an hour now. And it looks like that is the max. Level 2, so level 1 they call D, and then level 2 is S, I guess sport mode. So let's go to the end of the road here. 16 miles an hour is the max, so 12 and 16. This scooter is not going to be busting any speed records. All right, so still level 2, and I'm just pressing the throttle partially, and you can control your speed this way. If you go all the way, you'll go to maximum speed 16. I'm at 9, and it's holding pretty steady there. Go back down to level 1, and yeah, see, if you want to go super slow, control your speed. You know, if you're riding in the city, around pedestrians. I'm only going 6-7 miles an hour now, so you can definitely go slower. But for me, I think level 1 is fine. I don't like particularly going fast on these stand-up scooters, because if you hit like a crack in the sidewalk or something, you can get flipped over to the handlebars, and then you're going to be in a world of hurt. I've seen some pretty nasty scooter accidents where they flip over and yeah, you can get pretty seriously injured, so you got to be careful. Speed kills, as they say. But if you maintain a reasonable speed, it's a pretty comfortable ride. You know, these are, they call them pneumatic tires, but they're basically air-filled tires. No extra inner tubes were in the box. I'm not sure if these need them inner tubes or not. Possibly they don't, but pneumatic tires with do give a, you know, because they're air-filled, they do give a little bit of a softer ride. If you air down the tires a little bit, maintain your ride on some smoother surfaces. But there's no, this is a budget scooter, no shocks or anything on this one, pretty basic. So they're kind of assuming you're going to be sticking to some pretty smooth roads for optimal riding. Handlebars are okay, the grips are okay, they're not ergonomic, but I don't think I'll be using this to be going on any like 20-mile trips or anything like that. I think the maximum range on this one is maybe 15 miles. I forget. I probably mentioned it in the intro. Let's go around this way. Pretty windy. I'm not sure if you'll hear me over the wind noise or not. So this is very, I don't know how you say it. It feels like a very solidly built scooter, especially in this price range. It's in the budget class. I reviewed a lot of these that cost more, but they had a lot of rattles and kind of weird noises. This has like actually none whatsoever. Even the motor is completely silent. I don't even hear it at all. So if you're one of those guys that are pretty sensitive about motor noise or just creaks or any kind of like rattles, this doesn't have anything like that at all. All I hear is the sound of the tires on the concrete. That's it. I don't hear anything else coming from this scooter. No motor noise or whine or anything like that. Granted, we're not going to be busting any speed records with this one. This is a pretty low-powered scooter. Not going to be going too fast. Yeah, let's go to let's try from 0 to max speed and see how quickly this ramps up in power. So I'll stop and give it a kick to go. And I'll let you know when we hit max speed. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, we're definitely not busting any speed records or acceleration records, but if you're looking for something in the budget range, this is well under $1,000. It'll get you from point A to B in relative comfort, and seems to be a pretty good quality build and fairly noise-free. So all pluses there. There is a Bluetooth app. Well, there's Bluetooth on this bike controller, and you can connect this to an app, but I was not able to get the Bluetooth to turn on for some reason. There's no instructions in the manual on how to do that. So I might need to contact the manufacturer and put some updated instructions in the video description in case you're curious about that. But typically those apps aren't that particularly useful. And here I'm going max speed now. Anyway, I think I'll cover for this video. The link will be down in the video description if you guys want to check it out. Talk to you guys in the next one.